If you are a small business owner and you are completely overwhelmed with reels, maybe you don't even know how to make them, you think they're silly, you think you're too old, you get overwhelmed trying to chase the trends, you can't keep up, that they take too much time to edit, then this video is for you. Note, this video is not going to be a step-by-step tutorial. That's going to come in a later video. My name is Molly Cahill, and I teach health and wellness professionals like chiropractors and functional medicine doctors how to utilize Instagram in a way that is sustainable and realistic to help grow their business to get more clients and patients. So let's dive in. Instagram Reels. I recently did a poll of my audience, and overwhelmingly, the number one question that came back was Reels. So the words that came back were something along the lines of overwhelmed. That was a common word that came through a lot. Overwhelmed, don't know where to start, feel silly, I'm too old, I need to be doing more, I don't know how to actually like edit them and create them. They take too much time to make. I don't know where to start. I don't know if I already said that, but you're sensing the theme here. One thing I want to take before I jump into the tactics, which I said is going to be in another video, the how-to, I want to reframe your thinking around this. And this is really important. So don't skip this video thinking, well, she's not going to give me tactics. You need to know this before you can employ the tactics, or the tactics won't work. First thing to note, you are not an influencer. You are not an Instagram creator. If you are, this is not the video for you. I am not the Instagram marketer for you. You are like I said, chiropractor, functional medicine doctor, health coach. You are a health and wellness professional whose job is to see patients or clients. Your job is not to be on Instagram all day, every day, right? So the first thing I want you to do is unfollow, or just maybe know in the back of your mind that if you do see these people's content, it needs to be taken with a grain of salt, any of the big name influencers or gurus who are not still doing what you are doing, which is you're actually in your business, seeing patients, seeing clients, actually helping them get better. Your job is not marketing 100%. Yes, you need to market your business to actually have clients and patients, of course, but your job is not to be full-time on Instagram. So your expectations and your metrics for success, I put success in quotes, are going to be different than an Instagram content creator or influencer whose literal full-time job is to put out reels and posts all day, every day. That's their job. That is not your job. So if this sounds like you are in the right spot. The first thing I want to kind of debunk is the trends thing. So you will see a lot of accounts that say, this is this week's viral trending audio. This is this week's viral trend. And if you notice, when you're scrolling through your reels, you will see multiple reels using the same audio, or even that have the same exact trend, the same lip dub, whatever. There is a time and place for these. I'm not saying that you can't do these. And by all means, if this is your personality and you kind of have one of those silly extroverted personalities where you don't care and that's how you would act anyway, then by all means, do the dancing, do the lip dubs, all of that. But you can't just do the silly videos, right? Like you need to have something that's got some substance. So these silly, viral, trending, either song audios, dances, or lip dubs are, sexy, right? They're like, oh, because I'm going to go viral. I'm going to get all these views. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. We did have a client go viral. It wasn't from a trending audio. It was actually from an original audio that I created for them. We did have a client go viral, a chiropractor in North Carolina. And by default, she did say literally, we got a text from her. It was like, our phone's ringing off the hook today. So I'm not saying that there's no value in ever like going viral or getting a lot of views. What I'm saying is your content on any platform, but I'm specifically talking about Instagram, needs to be looked at as a whole. You cannot just nitpick one piece of content at a time, or you're going to drive yourself insane. That's where you start to feel that overwhelm and that burnout. So I want you to stop looking at individual reels or individual posts as failures or successes, and start to look at your body of work as a whole. The thing about jumping on viral trends and things like that is that doesn't really allow you to plan ahead. So when your entire content strategy is focused around this viral trending thing, you're constantly in this hamster wheel of trying to play catch up. My personal strategy is I only jump on a viral trend when I just happen to see it and I think, oh my gosh, I have a really good idea for how I could put my own spin on that. And I know it's not going to take me a lot of time. And it's not something I bank to do like way later in the future, because if you bank to do it way later in the future, it's not going to be trending anymore. It's just something if I'm going to do real fast in the moment, film it and be done. My content strategy does not even remotely revolve around trends, and yours should not either. You might say, well, Molly, hello, look at the views. All the people who are doing these viral trends are getting tons and tons of views. Totally. You are completely right. You're right. They are getting a lot of views, but they are not the only videos and pieces of content that are getting a lot of views. You need to have more of what I like to call kind of like your core content. So to me, there's viral content and there's core content. The core content is not as sexy, it's not as shiny as the viral content, but the core content is really going to be the thing that brings the sale home, that really brings someone into being a client or patient of yours. Because you've all heard of the know, like, trust factor, I assume. The know part of know, like, trust, that's your viral stuff, right? That's the message that gets out to a bunch of people, and it's popular, it's trending, whatever. So people become aware of who you are. But then more of that core content that maybe is not as sexy and doesn't get as many views or comments, that's really the stuff that drives home that like and trust. So if you're like, hey, if I can't do the viral trending on it, goes, what kind of reels should I be doing? I'm going to show you a couple different things that you can do, that you can plan in advance, so that way you don't feel like you're constantly on that hamster wheel of chasing reels. So the first thing is what I like to call my 3 things framework. It is so simple. It is literally pick 3 things. It can be as simple as, here are the top 3 myths about chiropractic care. Number 1, you have to continue coming back to see results. Number 2, number 3, follow me for more chiropractic tips. That's it. That took very little time to record. It's very minimal editing. People get to know you because they see your face and hear your voice. And that's it. Another thing you can do if you are not really wanting to show your face is you can just show a product or a book or whatever. So you could say like, here are my 3 favorite essential oils. And you could literally like hold up the oil. So I've just got a lemon on my desk. So hold up the oil and show here, hold up the other one, hold up the other one. You can do it in one continuous take if you want, or show it like all on your counter. Just make sure you have a window or light source behind you. Don't have the light source in front of you because it's not going to show the product. You can do that, or you can film separate clips and like piece them all together. Maybe you want to do your 3 favorite books, something like that. If you need any prompts that don't involve all of these viral trends, singing, dancing, then I've got a free download for you called 101 Reels Prompts for Health and Wellness Professionals. Okay, so I'm going to show you what this actually looks like in practice. This is one of my absolute favorite accounts. This is Dr. Siggy. She's a parenting expert, and literally every single one of her reels is just her just sitting here and talking to the camera. Just like this. See how easy that is? No fancy editing, no singing or dancing. And this really is content that establishes her as an expert. And look at her views. Yes, she is posting every day. So don't feel like you have to be like Dr. Siggy and post every day. I have no idea if she still sees patients in person. I'm guessing she doesn't. So remember, we're not ever going to compare our views or our quantity of content to the people who aren't still in practice, right? Because they aren't at the clinic all day, every day like you are, right? Or on virtual calls with people all day, every day, one-on-one. I'm showing you this to show you Dr. Siggy's older. She's not singing and dancing, and she's just giving tons of value. The other thing I want to point out while we were on her page, I hadn't planned on talking about this, but now that I'm looking at this, it feels too important not to share. I want you to look at the variety of views. So hers usually stay around the 200,000 mark, but like this one has 609, this one has 738,000, this one has 1 million. So what if this one gets 1 million views and this one gets 239,000 views? Obviously, any of us would kill for that many views. That's a ton of views. So let's maybe put it in numbers that are more realistic for our size accounts. Maybe you get 700 views and then you get another one that gets 10,000. You can't then look at every other reel that doesn't get 10,000 views as a quote failure, because it's not. It is just not. That's not. You can literally post the exact same thing a week apart using the exact same everything and get different results. There are so many factors to marketing in general, especially on Instagram, that you cannot ever judge success or failure of content based on one single piece of content. Okay. So you will drive yourself nuts. Just promise me, maybe like leave a comment below, say, I promise I will stop judging success or failure on one piece of content. So this is something that just always makes me feel better and validates that what I'm saying is true, to look at someone like this who is doing reels obviously very, very often. Again, remember, she's not in practice every day, or I don't think so anyway. And see how the amount of views really vary. And the content's not really all that different. So that's a major pet peeve of mine, is when I see like secrets revealed or like how to go viral. Yes, there are best practices for reels, and I will cover that in a different video. But I'm just telling you now that there are so many different factors. Don't let anybody trick you into thinking that because you have one that maybe didn't get as many views as another, that you, quote, failed. All right, now I'm going to show you a couple examples of my 3 things framework in action. All right, so here's an example right here. It's literally just her talking to the camera. The top 3 benefits of prenatal chiropractic care are boom, boom, and boom, and it's super short caption. That's it. Super simple. All right, now I'm just going to show you a few more super easy, super practical and quick examples of reels you can make in very little time. This here is literally just a video of a baby getting adjusted. There's nothing fancy to it. There was nothing extra that had to be filmed. Obviously, we had mom's permission. The only thing we did for this client was we kind of did a zoom in to make the video look a little more interesting, but super simple, super easy. Don't have to jump on a trend. Here's another example here. I'm going to show you with the music so you can kind of see how the beat goes with the music. This requires no video at all. All you need is vertical photos that go with the beat of the music. Super simple, right? Here's another one here. This is literally just a video of a bomb going up and down on the high-low table. And we just kind of sped it up just a little bit, put some music in the background, super simple. Here's another super simple trick. She's literally just filming herself showing how to have no soggy salads. You don't even have to have the little intro like that. You can literally just show something like this. I hope by giving you this reframe and showing you all these examples that it really helps reduce your overwhelm, to know that you really don't have to be constantly trying to keep up with all of the influencers and viral reels and trends. I hope with this mindset reframe and understanding that, again, you are not an influencer, you are not a creator. It is not your full-time job to be creating reels and content. And that the other thing I want you to take away is that you should never be judging your success on one piece of content. I want you to look at the whole body of work. And lastly, I hope that these examples help show you what is possible and what is easy with reels. So don't forget to download my free 101 Reels prompts down below, and I'll see you on the next video.